محمد الله يا محمد.
Father, can you tell us about Imam Hussein's Karbala journey?
Imam Hussain was the beloved grandson of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. He stood for truth, kindness and justice, even when it was very hard. His obedience to Allah was tested in Karbala.
Imam Hussain, so kind and true, the Prophet's grandson, peace be due. He stood for justice, stood for peace. He wanted all the pain to cease. A ruler rose who led with pride. He pushed the truth and good aside. Imam said no, he raised his voice. He made the brave and faithful choice. He packed his things, he kissed goodbye, with family near and hope held high, to Karbala through desert wide. He walked with truth, with God as guide. They camped near Karbala's dry land, with tents and prayers a peaceful stand. No water flowed, the sun beat down, but faith in hearts would never drown. No water there, no place to run, but still he stood. Allah is one. Those swords were drawn and skies grew red. He prayed for peace, bow low is none. Illa Muhammad, Illa Muhammad, Illa Muhammad, Illa Muhammad. Imam Hussain showed us the way to speak the truth, come what it may. He gave his life, he gave his all, so truth would rise and never fall. They tried to silence what he taught, but truth can't die, it can't be bought. Imam Hussain still speaks today in hearts that choose the righteous way. Dear little hearts, remember well the tale that Karbala will tell. Be kind, be brave, be always true. Hussain stood strong for me and you.
Father, tell us another story.
We will continue more Karbala stories tomorrow.
Mine. Give me it. Stop it. I got it first.
Hey, no fighting. Brothers and sisters are meant to care for one another. There once was a sister who loved her brother so much she followed him through the hardest journey. Even when things were dark and scary, she never left his side.
Who was she, Father?
Her name was Bibi Zainab. Would you like to hear her story?
Yes, Father, tell us her story.
Bibi Zainab, so full of light, a sister brave with heart so right. She stood for truth through every test, with love for Hussain in her chest. She held his hand in darkest days, with prayer and strength in quiet ways. And in her heart her mother's voice, stand strong my child, you have a choice. With brothers, sons and hearts so true, she rode to Karbala brave in view. They followed Hussain in truth's great fire. The camp grew still, the water gone. The children wept from dusk to dawn. Zainab knelt down with tender care and whispered strength through every prayer. She watched her brothers fall, Abbas so bold, with flag in hand his tale was told. Her sons gave all so young, so bright, they walked with honor into the night. She knelt beside her nephew sick and pale, the only child left in the sorrowful tale. Though her soul broke in silent cries, she stayed the shield so none would die. When all were gone, the tents were burned, the skies grew red, the brave all dead. Zainab walked through ash, her hands were tied, the orphans crying by her side. On camels high, through markets wide, she held her tears, her pain she'd hide. But never once did she bow low, her strength a storm no man could know. In court she stood, her voice rang clear, she showed the world she held no fear. We are the truth, we fear no king, we are Alul Bayt, family of the Prophet. The crowd fell still, the tyrant's sight, she spoke for all whose blood was shed. And every word she calmly said left tyrants pale and tyrants fled. Bibi Zainab, so brave, so true, your courage will never be forgotten. You wiped the tears, you spoke with might, a guiding star in Karbala's night. Oh sister of courage, mother in pain, through fire and chains her truth would remain. Your tears and words still light the way, you taught the world how faith can rise. With wounded hands, with tearful eyes, Her voice and her presence still speak pure and true, in hearts that stand for justice.
I didn't mean to get so mad. I just felt left out. It's okay. I get mad too. Bibi Zainab didn't give up on her family, even when she was hurting.
And that's what made her strong, choosing love, even when it's hard. Assalamu alaikum, friends. Today we will learn about Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam's journey to Karbala. He was the son of Imam Hussain alayhi salam.
My son, said Hussain, you must come near. Though you're weak, your heart is clear. To Karbala we must ride, with faith and truth on our side. My son, you must stay by the tents. The sword will not be yours today. Your heart will ache, your soul will cry. Yet this is the faithful way. With fevered breath and tearful gaze, he watched the warriors ride. Too weak to fight, too strong in faith, he stayed with those in need. On burning sand his hands were tied. He could not stand nor speak, but in his heart a fire burned, a strength so calm, so deep. In chains he walked, in pain he prayed, from Karbala to Kufa's gate. He saw the tyrant's cruel cord, yet his spirit did not break. With Bibi Zainab by his side, he raised the voice of truth. His body trembled when he'd stand to pray beneath the stars. He whispered thanks with every breath and healed from Karbala's scars. He mourned his father every day, yet smiled with love and grace. He walked among the poor and kind, and left a glowing trace. He taught the rights of friend, of neighbor, self and Lord. The crowds would gather near to learn from one whose silent strength still speaks across the years. Imam Zainul Abidin.
Even after the hardship of Karbala, Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam never gave up. He returned home, carrying the pain, the truth, and the message of his family. Let's always remember his strength and try to be kind and honest, just like him. Assalamu alaikum, dear children. Today we will learn about Hazrat Ali Akbar alayhi salam, the youngest son of Imam Hussain alayhi salam, and the youngest hero of Karbala.
He left Madinah in his mother's arms, a child so small with heaven's charms. No sword he held, no words he said, yet truth and courage he quietly spread. He smiled intense with sisters near, unaware of pain or grief or fear. Sleep now, little Akbar, rest in peace. Your tiny soul is found release. No more thirst, no more cry. You're the tear in Karbala sky. The sun was cruel, the air was dry. No shade, no stream, no lullaby. 3 days without a drop to drink, his eyelids closed, too tired to cry. His mother held him weak and worn. A rose of grief too soon was torn. Imam stood tall with child in hand before the soldiers of Yazid's command. I asked no mercy for my pain, just water for this child again. But hearts were stone and silence loud, until an arrow split the cloud. It struck his neck so soft and small, the tiny martyr gave his all. Blood ran down the Imam's chest, his arms now held eternal rest. No cradle rock, no farewell song, just sorrow deep and silence long. Sleep now, little Akbar, rest in peace. Your tiny soul has found release. No more thirst, no more cry. You're the tear in Karbala sky. Imam walked back without a word. word, no sound, no sob, no grieving heard. He dug a grave with trembling hands beneath the sun upon the sands. He kissed his son one final time, then laid him down in silent grace. Sleep now, little Asghar, rest in peace. Your tiny soul has found release. No more thirst, no more cry. You're the tear in Karbala sky.
And that was the story of Hazrat Ali Asghar alayhi salam. He was just a baby, but his patience and sacrifice are remembered by millions of hearts around the world. May his story stay alive in our hearts forever.
Ya Muhammadi Allah, Ya Muhammadi Allah.
Assalamu alaikum friends. Today we learn about Hazrat Qasim alayhi salam. He was Imam Hussein's brave son. Even as a young boy, he stood for truth at Karbala.
Imam Hussain held Qasim's hand and he said, "My son Qasim, one day you'll stand in Karbala sand. Your uncle Hussain will need your strength." Qasim closely listened to Baba Hassan. That day will come when I am gone in Karbala, when times are dark. Give this letter to Hussein. You will be young, the sky will cry, but truth will stand, and you must try. Years went by, and Qasim grew with kind heart and faith so true. Then came the time, the skies turned red. To Karbala the family led. In Karbala the sun was high, the tents were warm, the winds were dry. Qasim said, "Please let me defend. For love of Allah I must take a stand." Hussein cried and kissed his head. "You are my brother's son," he said. "You're still so small, please know. This is the letter my father gave me long ago. My uncle Hussein, I beg of you, let me fight, it's what I must do." Hussein looked down, his heart in pain. He softly said, "Go my Qasim, for Allah's name." Qasim put on the shirt his father once wore. He stood up proud, so calm, so sure. "I am Qasim," he called out loud. "My heart is strong, my head is bowed." Qasim rode out, his voice so sweet. With every word his heart would beat. "I am Qasim from Hassan's line. For truth and faith I give my life." He fought so brave for the truth, but too young was he to win the fight. The enemy saw his young shining face. They struck him down, alone on burning sand. He called his uncle, his voice was low.
"Uncle," he whispered, "I did my part and left this world with a glowing heart."
Qasim, Qasim, son of Hassan, you gave your life to stand for right. So young you were, with soul so deep, your name will stay. With every tear, in every prayer.
Hazrat Qasim alayhi salam showed us that even young hearts can be truly courageous. May we always remember his bravery and strive to follow his example. Ameen.
Ya Muhammadi Allah, Ya Muhammadi Allah.
Abbas was kind, Abbas was strong. He knew what's right, stayed away from wrong. He loved Imam Hussain so dear. He always stood so brave, no fear. People called him the moon of the Alabait family. He helped the poor, stood up for truth, and always smiled, his mother taught him. My dear Abbas, your life belongs to Hussain. Abbas, Abbas, our hero, with loyal heart and courage, you gave your life for justice. We remember you every day. Years later, a bad ruler named Yazid wanted Imam Hussain to follow him, but Yazid was not kind or fair, so Imam Hussain said no. Imam Hussain, Hazrat Abbas, and their families left their home. They traveled all the way to a hot desert called Karbala.
There they were, surrounded by a big army. For 3 days, they had no water. The children were crying. Little Bibi Zainab came to Hazrat Abbas and whispered, "Uncle Abbas, I'm so thirsty."
The children cried, "We're thirsty, please." Under the sun without a breeze, he went to get some water fast.
Hazrat Abbas went to Imam Hussain and said, "My brother, please let me get water for the children." Imam Hussain, with a sorrowful pause, said yes.
Hazrat Abbas took a water bag, rode his horse and went to the river. He was very thirsty too, but when he reached the water he didn't drink. He filled the bag for the children and turned back. Abbas, Abbas, our hero, with loyal heart and courage, you gave your life for justice. We remember you every day.
On the way back, the enemies attacked him. They hurt his arms. He couldn't hold the water bag with his hands anymore, so he held it with his teeth. He kept going for the children. Then they hit him again. He fell from his horse. The water bag dropped. Hazrat Abbas called softly, "Oh Hussain, please come." They hurt his arms, they made him fall, but Abbas still cared for all. He called for Hussain, then closed his eyes. Now he's with Allah in paradise. Imam Hussain ran to him. He held his brother close and cried. Hazrat Abbas didn't ask for water. He didn't ask for help. He only wanted to keep his promise to the children, and he did. He gave everything for his brother and for Allah. Abbas, the moon so bright, you shine with love, you shine with light. We'll tell your story soft and clear and keep your name forever near. Hazrat Abbas is a hero of Karbala. He showed us what it means to be loyal, brave and full of love. Every time we hear his name, we remember. Help others, keep your promises, and never give up.
Muhammadi Allah, Ya Muhammadi.
Assalamu alaikum class. Today we will learn about Bibi Sakina's journey to Karbala.
In a tent beneath the sky, under stars so bright, lived Bibi Sakina, little soul of light. With a heart full of love and eyes full of grace, she brought peace and smiles to the Karbala place. Bibi Sakina, oh child of the brave, in the darkest of times your light still gave. A daughter so strong, so gentle, so true, the world remembers and prays for you. She held her father's hand with a sweet little smile. Though danger was near, she walked every mile. She missed her uncle, she missed her brother. She cried for water and longed for her mother. Her pillow was Baba's chest every night. He held her close till morning light. But in Karbala, that love was torn. She searched for him barefoot and worn. Bibi Sakina, oh child of the brave, in the darkest of times your light still gave. A daughter so strong, so gentle, so true, the world remembers and prays for you. When the tents burned down and the night grew cold, she stayed so calm, only 4 years old. She hugged the ashes where her father lay and whispered to us at the end of the day. The chains felt heavy, the journey was long, but Sakina stayed patient, tender and strong. Even in chains, her faith was bright, teaching the world how to stand for what's right. In a prison cell with Bibi Zainab so dear, and Imam Hussain al-Abidin wiping every tear, she held Baba's head in her tiny hand and returned to Allah in that shadowed land. Bibi Sakina, oh, we call your name. Your tears and prayers were never in vain. You taught the world with each silent plea to never give up, to always believe.
Bibi Sakina may have been small, but her heart was bigger than the world. Always remember her courage, her patience, and her love. Assalamu alaikum, friends. Did you know that in Karbala there were 2 brave young boys? One was 13 and another was 11. Their names were Aun and Muhammad. They were the sons of Bibi Zainab. Let's listen to their brave journey.
In Madinah long ago, under sky so blue, 2 little boys who were born so true, Aun and Muhammad, brothers and friends. They grew up kind, they learned to pray, helping others every day. Their mother Zainab taught them well, stories of the Prophet and Ali they'd often tell. Then one day their uncle Hussain said, the path of justice lies ahead. On this journey we must go. Zainab packed, the boys came to stand with Hussain so firm and true. In Karbala, the sun was high, no water left, the land was dry. Still the boys did not complain, they smiled with love, they felt no pain. On Ashura they came to say, dear mama, let us go today. Zainab hugged them, kissed their heads. My sons, be brave, let truth spread. They went to Hussain, their uncle dear. He saw their hearts so full, sincere. They rode out strong with shining light, 2 little lions ready to fight. Aun and Muhammad, your light still glows. In every heart your story grows. You follow truth, both brave and small, the young heroes who gave their all. They fought with courage, then gently lay on Karbala sands at end of day. The angels wept, the sky turned gray. Their souls are gone, but the truth remains. Zainab cried but held her head high. My sons are safe with Allah nearby. She stayed so strong, her heart was light, because they died upon what's right. On and Muhammad, your light still glows. In every heart your story grows. You followed truth, both brave and small, the young heroes who gave their all.
And so, dear friends, An and Muhammad alayhi salam stood for truth with love in their hearts and bravery in their steps. May we always remember their story. Until next time, goodbye and assalamu alaikum.
Ya Muhammad, Ya Allah, Ya Muhammad.